Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Gemini, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings. If you're interested in signing up for one of those or making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Gemini, I did a mini meditation before I turn on the camera for you. I'm going to read those things out loud and then hold up the notebook to the camera so you can take a picture if you wish. These things may be relevant to you personally, or you may see signs or synchronicities along your journeys. I would love it if you let me know if you do in the comments below. So the first thing I saw was a pineapple. And at first I was like, oh, the sacred symbols like that you see in like the Vatican and like in ancient ruins. And I'm like, wait, it's not the pineapple, it's the pine cone. So I actually saw a pineapple and a pine cone. And if you aren't familiar with the pine cone as a sacred symbol, I highly recommend you like look up some videos or something. It's very fascinating that the image of the pine cone has been seen in ancient ruins and in hieroglyphs, in cave paintings, and it's all over religious symbolism. But then when I thought of pineapple, what is pineapple the symbol of? It's the symbol of hospitality. So you could work in hospitality or just be someone who is very hospitable, or that's very important to you. The next thing I saw was Band-Aids. After that, I saw a clock tower, which made me think of the movie Back to the Future. So that movie could be relevant to you in some way. Back to the Future. Childhood dreams, ice cream sundaes, coins, specifically tails up. So if it's heads or tails, I see tails. I don't know how that's relevant, but maybe you're making a bet with somebody. Spirit showed me tails. I'm not telling you what to do, but Spirit showed me tails. I saw this beautiful, I believe it's considered art, but also religious iconography. I believe it's called a Pieta, and it's in Italy, and it's like a sculpture that features the Mother Mary holding like a dying Jesus, I think. It's very beautiful. So take that as it resonates. I just saw that artwork. I saw a river, or Italy. Italy may have relevance to you. I saw a river, and then I saw aqueducts. I was seeing lower back and fish and chips. So here's the list. Take it as it resonates. Do let me know if any of these are relevant to you. They may come up in your reading, I'm not sure. Okay, so for your reading today, Gemini, I'm using the Shaman's Dream Oracle to get the overall energy, and the Light Seer's Tarot for your tarot reading. Cards have been pre-shuffled. I'm just gonna get one for the reading. Angel, spirits, guides, what messages do you have? One card, please. Thank you. For Gemini, you got Feast of Plenty, choices, and their consequences. Number 20 in the Major Arcana, which represents judgment. So, well, kind of a weird card, actually. Got this crystal ball type thing, and then you got two swords here, which suggests indecision, which would be choices and their consequences. But here, right here, is a little tiny bee. And then in this corner, a feather. So this is a strange, and then it's like a grapes. And then of course crystals at the top. So there could be the situation right now where you are looking at your potential paths, that you're looking at your life's path, and there could be a lot of ways to approach it. And you are in a space of, I do feel that Two of Swords strongly. So you're kind of stuck in your head about it. You are in a place of deliberation, which essentially is what the Judgment card is all about. Are you going to, interesting. In the Rider-Waite, oh, I don't know, it's all the way up there. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Judgment card depicts people like literally coming out of their graves, and it represents bringing up something from the past, bringing up something that you thought was over with. Resurrection energy, which is interesting because I saw the Pieta. So you could be trying to resurrect something something beautiful from your past that you could have let slip away. And now you're trying to kind of look into your crystal ball and figure out how to bring it back. I'm going to pull 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier, past, present, future, and advice from Spirit. Wow. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yes. This is Spirit's confirming some stuff for me right now. So thank you, Spirit. One more card. Told me to look at the bottom of the deck. You got the World card in the upright and the Star card in the upright. This is beautiful. Beautiful energy. This is in your subconscious energies. Anytime I pull from the bottom of the deck, it's like what's happening in our subconscious. And right now I see for you that you're closing out what could have potentially been a very, very long chapter in your life. You know, social media is, talking about Pluto going into Aquarius after 20 years. The cardinal signs are going to be released from their bondage, and, I don't know what it says for Gemini, but it's just this idea that like a huge cycle for you may be coming to a close. Now I feel as though your spirit guides are coming in because they're tunneling my left ear. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing a Toni Braxton song. But I'm only hearing one section of it where she says breathe again, but she goes breathe again, breathe again. She highlights the word breathe, breathe, breathe again. And that's it. Like Spirit's not I know what the rest of the lyrics are, but Spirit is just highlighting that breathe again, like you can breathe again. So you're finishing out a cycle, and now it's almost as if you're looking towards the heavens, towards Spirit, towards your guides to bring in your wishes. I do though feel, I feel as though your wishes have something to do with something from your past. In the past energy, you got the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Wands. Ten of Swords typically talks about disappointment, betrayal, backstabbing, those kinds of things, but it's different in this card. There's a sense of optimism. The crows, which represent swords, thoughts, they're free to fly away. And it's almost like you're not tethered to these perpetual thought cycles that you've been in. And you're kind of stepping forward towards the horizon, towards a new horizon. And not forgetting where you came from. Nine of Wands talks about the wounded warrior living to fight another day. You're not forgetting your roots. You're not forgetting the struggle that it took for you to get to this place. And you're standing really strong and tall. What does the Ten of Swords in the upright have to do with Spirit? Can you clarify the Ten of Swords? Three of Cups. This is the clarifier for the Ten of Swords. There could have been a you know what I'm really reading? Usually the Three of Cups talks about celebration, but as it is clarifying a card of heartbreak, backstabbing, disappointment, betrayal, I'm feeling as though you're walking away from people who were in your inner circle. I would not dare to call them soul tribe members. I would call them karmic partners. You are now releasing yourself from some karmic partners, some people who were there in your life specifically to teach you some lessons. It's almost like you saying, I hear you, Spirit. I'm releasing now. This is in your past energy. Now, in your present energy, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles talks about holding on tightly to what we have left. So there could be, you know what I see actually? I don't see it like, Pentacles can sometimes represent like finances. I don't see you, I mean, you could be holding on to your finances, but what I really see here is you're like, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Spirit, how do you want me to say it? You know how somebody, okay, I've said this, so the Spirit, okay, the Spirit's giving it to me. When you get to be my age, I'm in my upper 40s now, it can be hard to make friends, but moreover, sometimes you don't want to make new friends. At this stage in life, it's like I have all the friends that I need in a way. And if I'm making new friends, if you can get past the walls of protection, then you must be a really special person. And I feel like this is that wall of protection, whatever you're holding on to tightly. It's not like, I'm not saying you're blocking yourself from the potential of new soul tribe members. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that there are only so many open spots. And so to be able to take up a spot, you have to be really, really special. Because what are we not repeating? Something that caused our situation to be less than ideal, less than loving, less than forgiving. 10 of Cups in the upright is blissfulness, happiness. And when it's in the reverse, it's almost like it eludes us. It's not within our grasp anymore. So, and you have 10, 10 here. You have 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups showing up in this reading. So these two cards kind of tell me you're holding on to the energy of love and friendship and opportunity and access to you. And you're saving it for people who deserve you, which is good. You know, feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. You know, Geminis are just classically known for being able to make friends in all sorts of circumstances. I mean, Mercury rules your sign, so you're really, really good at communicating. And it's so funny because I've done 3 readings so far, and it was kind of difficult to get through them just because of my energy level. But suddenly for your reading, I feel very energized. So, and I'm sure that has to do with your energy. That's who Geminis are. They're friendly, they're outgoing, they love to learn from people, they love to explore, they love to communicate. So for you to be in this energy, to kind of holding back a little, it's absolutely on purpose. I'm not mad at it. It's absolutely on purpose. Can you clarify the 4 of Pentacles, the Sun in reverse? Number 19 in the Major Arcana, Leo energy. You could be dealing with a Leo or have Leo in prominent placements in your chart. But this card talks about really trying to gain some clarity. That the clarity is, even in the reverse, the Sun card is very beautiful. But we're not quite at the place of understanding that we would like to be, right? There are those 2 swords, the idea of the 2 of Swords coming up again. Like, you just need some distance, time, space to figure it all out. I just heard, revel in the warmth of your own energy. Maybe for the longest time you were like looking to external validation to fuel you. And, you know, that could be from your parents or from soul tribe members, external validation. And now you're saying, you know what? I'm just gonna look towards myself and be comfortable in my own skin. In the future potential, the Hierophant, number 5 in the Major Arcana, representing Taurus energy with the Knight of Cups. This is really beautiful because the Hierophant can talk about high-level commitment. Knight of Cups can talk about a divine partner potentially coming in. So if this is a love reading, which I don't do love readings specifically, but there could be somebody in your midst that wants to give you a very authentic and genuine offer of love or of friendship. You know, it's crazy. I just have to tell you this. Sometimes I crack the joint in my thumb, and I just cracked this one, and a shooting pain, like usually it feels really good, a shooting pain went up my hand, just like this, all the way up. I was like, oh God, I was trying not to show it, but it was just when I said an authentic gesture of love. But the fact that it's almost as if I had the roses in my hand, and it was as if I was moving them forward to give them, and something like just like a thorn just poked me right in the hand. So I'm gonna ask for a clarifier on that, because the Knight in the upright is very authentic. But why did I experience that? That was very specific. Very, very specific. Now I'm hearing that song. Who sings that song? Guns N' Roses? No. Every rose has its thorn. I don't think it's Warrant. No, I don't know who sings it. Every rose has its thorn. 5 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Look at this, Gemini, come on. 10, 10, 10. Very synchronous. Things are coming and trying to come to completion, right? The 10 goes back to the Ace, where new opportunities abound. You have 2 10s in reverse. You're on the precipice of things. This is the oddball. Why did I get that shooting pain? This 5 of Cups is here. It's like you don't feel like you deserve it. I don't like this message for you. Come on, Gemini. This infuriates me, I'll be honest with you. Your spirit, right? This is a stand-in for spirit, like a religious leader, a religious text, spiritual information coming from a third party. It's beautiful. Look at how happy he looks. He's like bringing in the light, right? Or he's trying to bring in the light towards you, the future energy. And it's like the light could be this individual. Doesn't have to be romantic, but it's an individual. And this is how you're responding to it. 5 of Cups. Like, woe is me. The 3 cups are spilled. I don't see these 2 other cups that are available. 2 of Cups, when we do tarot math, I like to call it tarot math. 2 of Cups in the tarot is divine partnership. You can't see it right now. It may be right in front of you. It could have been in front of you this whole time. It's almost like you feel like if you accept these roses, that they're gonna stab you. I'm gonna say something kind of big sisterly, but with a lot of love. It's like you're doing all of that kind of stabby energy on your own with your overthinking. I can't tell you what to do. Tarot cannot tell you what to do. You can just give a highlight as to what's the energy. It's just the message you need to hear right now. I pull cards for you tomorrow, all different messages, right? The message in your future potential right now is that somebody beautiful is approaching. And instead of looking at it as a wish come true, you're going to look at it as something you don't deserve. And potentially, you know, it's like, well, if I accept it, feast of plenty, if I accept it, it's, you know, it's just going to walk away from me in the end or whatever. It's whatever kind of negative self-talk you have going on in your mind. I can't stop you from thinking that way, but I would advise you not to. I would advise you to recognize your beauty, recognize your self-worth, recognize your value, right? I know you're trying. You're trying. I want to say try harder. Try harder. Don't close yourself off completely to something beautiful. Advice from Spirit. 8 of Cups in reverse. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. The 8 of Cups in the upright talks about walking away. When the 8 of Cups is in reverse, it's a homecoming. So Spirit is saying, There's something that you can walk towards, walk back to, that will, it's almost like that will accept you. It's like if you had a falling out with somebody from, you're a family member or something, and you're just coming around to the fact that, you've grown up now, they've tried to reach out. There's a lot of love here. Spirit is advising you to walk towards it. Now, I'm not necessarily saying go back to an ex. I'm not suggesting that. However, if you have done spiritual, this is how I think about it. If you're a kind of an evolved person, a spiritual person, an evolved person, a self-aware person, however you want to classify it, and you know that you've changed, there is always the possibility that the other party has changed as well. Now, I feel like you'll be able to tell pretty quickly if that's true for the other party. But Spirit's advice here is saying that there is going to be a homecoming. They're also saying, Three of Pentacles in reverse, right now, you're not in a space of collaboration. This could be somebody coming home to you. You're not in a space of collaboration. And it's important that you recognize kind of where your heart space is, right? You got to do the inner work. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands can be a card of blocking, sure. Can talk about blocking. But look at this card. Just like the Ten of Swords, right? Ten of Swords usually means it has a certain kind of definition. But I'm also looking at the imagery. There's such a peacefulness. And I understand it. It's almost like you're afraid to let somebody into the inner sanctum of your peace. Right? But Spirit's almost saying when you're truly at peace, no one can really kind of get to you in that place, because you'll have a very strong sense of who you are. The things and the people that used to trigger you before no longer have that power. King of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like these are third parties. These are like getting another scenario. If an ex is coming back, then whoever was their significant other is out of the picture, and whoever your significant other was is out of the picture. Or these are people that were in an orbit that are no longer a factor. I rarely read it like that. Doesn't have to be romantic. It just could be like somebody who represents a lot of wealth and stability, somebody who represents a lot of beauty. These could be characters in your life that you're just really getting your peace from. You're just kind of getting a lot of peace from those characters and returning back to something that makes sense. Choices and their consequences, you know. Even if you make a decision and the outcome doesn't go the way you think it will, there is no shame in that. There should be no embarrassment. You make the best decision that you can in the moment that you're in that space. And Spirit is saying, It's a lesson. It's a lesson. So that's your reading, Gemini. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you.